Timmy! Timmy! Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James and you're watching Catch It Live First. This afternoon we've got for you Football Special. All the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. Catch it here first. We'll be in front of Sky, no doubt. Quick shout out before I forget. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. If you can ping that notifications bell and give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Share the feed, share the stream, share the channel. The bigger we get, the better chance we've got of live streaming the Polish Premier League, the Extra Klasa. They have contacted me and said once the platform is bigger, they will do a collaboration with us to live stream the Polish football, the Extra Klasa, the Premier League in Poland. It's good football. To me, it's like football should be, like it used to be in the 70s and 80s, maybe a little bit of the 90s. Perfect entertainment. Plenty of long-range shots, plenty of fouls, plenty of good hard tackling. That's what we like. And if you're wondering which team could you support in Poland, let me advise you, the mighty, the one and only Wisła Kraków. Currently in the Betclic 1 Liga, but we are going to get promoted this season back to the Extra Klasa where we belong. Hit that subscribe button. Right, let's have a quick update on where we are with the half-time scores. Starting off with the English Premier League. That'd help. Half-time currently, it is Chelsea 2, Everton 0. Liverpool 1, Brighton 0. That was Ekitike in the first minute, I believe, for Liverpool. They do need a result, don't they, especially at home. Looks like they're on the way to getting one today. However, plenty of time to go in that game yet. English Championship, there was 3 early kickoffs, so these are final scores. Norwich 2, Southampton 1. Oxford United 1, Preston 2. And Stoke 2, Swansea 1. The half-time scores, it is Birmingham 1, Charlton 0. Coventry and Bristol City 0-0 at the moment. Leicester 2, Ipswich 0. Big game that, isn't it, in the Championship. Leicester having a shocker, really, mid-table. Well, lower than mid-table, actually. Ipswich doing well in the top 4, or they were, losing 2-0 at the moment. Middlesbrough 2, QPR 0. Millwall 0, Hull City 2. Portsmouth 0, Blackburn 1. Wrexham 1, Watford 2. League 1, 2 earlier kickoffs. Wimbledon and Mansfield, that finished 0-0. And it was on TV, I think. So, yeah, great advert. Huddersfield 1, Wigan 1. Now these are half-time scores. Barnsley 1, Leyton Orient 2. Blackpool 1, Lincoln 2. Bolton Wanderers 0, Exeter 1, Bradford City 0, Reading 0, Burton 0, Wickham 0, Cardiff 2, Doncaster 2. I think Cardiff had a 2-0 lead in that game at one time. We'll check that one, though, if it matters to you. I'm just going from memory. My memory's not what it used to be. Luton 1, Port Vale 1, Peterborough 1, Northampton 0. Northampton down to 10 men in that game. Plymouth 1, blimey, Rotherham 0, and Stockport County 0, Stevenage 1. League 2, 2 early kickoffs. Bristol Rovers 0, Swindon 3, both having a player sent off in that game. And the final score was Salford 4, Colchester 3. That's more like it. Plenty of goals. Second half's just starting, and it is currently Accrington 0, Bromley 0, Cheltenham 0, Harrogate 0, Chesterfield 2, Barnet 1, Crawley 1, Oldham 0, Gillingham 2, Barrow 0, Grimsby 0, Notts County 0, MK Dons 1, Cambridge United 0, Newport 0, Fleetwood 2, Tranmere 0, Crewe Alexandra 2, and Walsall 1, Shrewsbury 0. Scotland, let's have a look. There's not too many games being played in the Scottish Premier League at the moment. Just the 2 games. Dundee United 0, Motherwell 0, Livingston 0, Dundee FC 2. Scottish Championship, Arbroath 0, Partick Thistle 0, Morton 0, Adrionians 0. Can anyone score in Scotland again? Queen's Park 1, Dunfermline 0, and Wraith 3, Ross County 0. Scottish League 1, Alloa 0, Queen of the South 1, Cove Rangers 0, East Fife 0, Inverness 2, Hamilton 0. Excuse me. Wait, Inverness 2, Hamilton 0. Montrose 2, Stenhousemuir 0, and Peterhead 2, Kelty Hearts 0. Scottish League 2, Annan 0, Forfar Athletic 1, Dumbarton 2, East Kilbride 0, Edinburgh City 1, Clyde 1, Elgin City 0, Stranraer 1, Stirling 0, Spartans 1. Right, let's get back to the live goals as they go in. Early goal in the second half, Peterhead 2, Kelty Hearts 0. It was Sebastian Ross on the 47th minute. Stirling Albion 0, Spartans FC 1. It was Bradley White on the 50th minute. And Peterborough 2, Northampton 0, Harry Leonard on 48 minutes, doubling Peterborough's lead. I've got 2 accumulators going today. First one, cash out, too low, rubbish. I did put one on at half-time, an 11 match accumulator, 2 goals or more needed in each games, and the games are Stirling and Spartans, Accrington Bromley, Cheltenham Harrogate Town, Coventry, Bristol City, Grimsby Notts County, Burton Albion Wickham, Spennymoor Buxton, Dundee and Motherwell, Bradford and Reading, Cove Rangers East Fife, Morton and Erdrionians. Hopefully, get a few shekels for Christmas. Did we do that one? Peterborough 2, Northampton 0, Harry Leonard on the 48th minute. I think we did. Wraith Rovers 4, Ross County 0, Dylan Easton, 49 minutes. Middlesbrough have scored a third at the Riverside Stadium from the penalty spot. Goal scorer to follow. I didn't see who took it. Wraith Rovers 4, Ross County 0, Dylan Easton, 49 minutes. Arbroath 1, Partick Thistle 0, Findlay Marshall on 50 minutes, giving Arbroath the lead. Confirmation it was a Tommy Conway penalty in the 50th minute, increasing Middlesbrough's lead over QPR. It is now 3-0. Cercle Bruges have pulled one back against Mechelen, still trailing though. Cercle Bruges 1, Mechelen 2. Leamington 0, Rochdale 1, goal scorer to follow in that one. Burgess Hill 3, Ramsgate 2. Ramsgate giving himself a chance of a comeback there, but plenty of time to go as well. Cray Valley 2, Wingate and Finchley 0, and Sudbury 2, Hales Owen on the score sheet now, 1. Anfield, in 50 minutes on the clock, it's still Liverpool 1, Brighton 0. That first minute goal from Ekitike. Blimey, how's Gomez missed that? He has done. It still is 1-0 to Liverpool. Hereford 1, Radcliffe 1. Seems funny seeing Hereford so low down in the leagues. We've also got, there's plenty of, why is that not updated? Come on. There we go. Right, we're updating now. Looks like there has been a goal. Leicester City are giving Ipswich Town a little bit of a tanking today, it looks like. Before this game started today, I think Ipswich, going from memory, well, let's have a look. I think they were in 4th place in the league, weren't they? Let's have a look. De Cordova-Reid on 8 minutes put Leicester into the lead. Batawu, oh my word, he shot from just outside of his own penalty area. It went in on the 43rd minute. What's he done there? He used 3-0. I used to put it in on 52 minutes. It is Leicester 3, Ipswich 0. Before today started, Ipswich were in 4th. As things stand now, they've dropped down one place to 5th. Just above Hull, who are winning 2-0. But they're on goal difference. You won't want it to get any worse today, though. Well, ideally, you want to be getting back into it, but it doesn't look like it. I think it's going to be Leicester's day. Cardiff 3, Doncaster 2. Youssef Salach on 50 minutes, giving Cardiff the lead once again. And then Liam Moyle, they'll be happy with that. Cardiff took the lead in that game in the 25th minute through Kellyman. Ashford on 34 minutes doubled the lead. Actually, forget that. Doncaster took the lead on 15 minutes. Kellyman equalised on 25. Then they took the lead through Ashford on 34. Then just before half-time, Hanlon for Doncaster levelled things up. But Salach has just put Cardiff back into the lead. Liam Miles in live chat. Liam, you'll be happy with that one, mate. Crawley 1, Oldham 1. Michael Mellon on 50 minutes, getting Oldham back level. Stockport 0, Stevenage 2. Jamie Reid in the 53rd minute, doubling Stevenage's lead. And Flynn Duffy for Peterhead, he's not scored. He's been sent off on 54 minutes. And it's now Inverness Cali Thistle 3, Hamilton Accies 0, Alfie Babbage on 54 minutes. When Inverness score, Alfie Babbage's name, he's usually on the sheet, isn't he? Liam says, Ben will be happy. He's at the game. Well, he's picked a good one to go to, mate. I bet he didn't think so after the first 15 minutes, but it's certainly a bit of a seesaw event, hopefully, for yourself and Ben. You can take all 3 points today. Jamie Reid for Stevenage, he's saying, local lad went to South Dartmoor. He was at Exeter with me. He's doing well, mate. He's doing well. You, young man, you wasted talent. A wasted talent. There's plenty come out of South Dartmoor who should have gone further. The obvious one is Ollie Watkins. Then there's Jamie Reid. There should have been Liam Moyle as well. You'll regret it, mate, once you get to my age and you can't play football anymore. And an Athletic 1, Forfar 1. Josh Dixon on 57 minutes, getting an Athletic back on level terms. Peterhead 2, Kelsey Hearts 1. Rick Odiak on 56 minutes, pulling one back for Kelsey Hearts, but they are still trailing. Edinburgh City 1, Clyde 2. Kyle Connell on 56 minutes, putting Clyde into the lead. Yeah, Ipswich have dropped down to 5th currently. I believe as well, mate, Exeter were winning today. Argyle were winning. It's a red letter day if you're down in the southwest. Bradford City 1, Reading 0, goal scorer to follow in that one. And Grimsby 0, Notts County 1, also goal scorer to follow in a moment. Let's have a look where. Let's have a look where Cardiff are currently. Where's Exeter? Cardiff, if things stay as they are, mate, well, regardless of what happens today, Cardiff are going to be top of the league, aren't they? Currently on 41 points. Bradford City in second on 37. They're winning 1-0 against Reading. Should know that. Anthony Sarcevic, once of Plymouth Argyle. Bradford 1, Reading 0. Sarcevic on 56 minutes. Grimsby 0, Notts County 1. It was Matthew Dennis in the 58th minute. And Luton 1, Port Vale 2 now. Devante Cole in the 54th minute, putting Port Vale into the lead. Exeter currently in 16th spot on 23 points on goal difference. They are beating Bolton Wanderers. Still a long way to go in that game, though. And Plymouth Argyle, despite the winning 1-0 currently against Rotherham, they would still be in the bottom four. It's tight at the bottom, though, isn't it? You go from, let's say Port Vale in 24th place on 17 points. And then between 17 points, and there's a plethora of teams on 22, 23, and 24. You're up to 14th place in the league. So it is tight. It is tight in that League One. Do you know, Luton were winning 1-0 at Kenilworth Road against Port Vale. Bramall in the 26th minute, giving them the lead. Wayne equalised just before half-time, well, on the 42nd minute, and now Cole has just put Port Vale into the lead. In Ireland, it's now Carrick Rangers 1, Dungannon 2. And Elgin City 1, Stranraer 1. Jack Murray on the 60th minute getting Elgin City back level after Stranraer had taken the lead there. And Michael Spellman of Newport on the 56th minute. He's not scored. He's been sent off. Second bookable offence. And it's AFC Telford 1, Altrincham 2. Chance of a comeback there for Telford. Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Augsburg 1. Augsburg getting back level. Eintracht Frankfurt having a little bit unlucky in the week in the Champions League. Mo Salah's playing today, isn't he, for Liverpool? Obviously, Kiston made up with it should have been the second one there for Liverpool. Salah should have been on the score sheet there. Came on in the second 26th minute, did Mo Salah. There was an injury to Gomez, so we did replace him. Down the bridge, it's still Chelsea 2, Everton 0. And it's Wealdstone 2, Cheshunt 0. Going to have some a video out pretty soon about what's going on at Wisła Kraków. Transfer news. Igor Lisicky, our centre-half. Liverpool have now taken a goal. Goal scored to follow there. They just had a chance there. Should have been the second for second goal with Mo Salah. Has he got on the score sheet with this time? Mo Salah with the corner. Ekitike at the back post. 2-0 Liverpool, simple as that. That'll go down as an assist, won't it, for Mo Salah? That'll go on his stats. Good corner, actually. Plenty going on at Wisła Kraków. We've got our centre-half, Igor Lisicky, 30 years old. He has left. His contract was due to be renewed in end of December. So he has gone to Chicha. And there's rumours going around we've got another striker coming in. Good news if it's true. And if it's the player we think it could be, it'd be a good move for Wisła. But it's not good news for Ardit Nikaj, who's just he's never been given a real opportunity. Not in my view, anyway. He might still get one, but he's on a season-long loan from Albania. So, and when he scored the other night, he didn't celebrate like I would have thought he would, and the players kind of went over to Ertahala. But it'll all come out in the wash. Trouble is, we've now got to wait until the 7th of February before we get our next league game. Too long. It's too long. It's now Stevenage 2, Stockport 1. Morton nil, Erdrey 1. Sean McGinty on 62 minutes, giving Erdrey the lead, and it's Stockport 1, Stevenage 2. Kyle Wotton on 62 minutes. Arbroath 2, Partick Thistle 0. Gavin Riley on 63 minutes, giving doubling Arbroath's lead. And at the Coventry Building Society Arena, it's Coventry 1, Bristol City 0. Frank Lampard's men need to get back to winning ways, don't they? They've just stumbled a little bit lately. But it was Efron Mason Clark on 64 minutes who's given Coventry City a 1-0 lead over Bristol City. Just want to double check my stats before I say what I was thinking of saying. Is it Bristol City that's not won in the last 10 or something? Something like that. No, it must be Bristol Rovers. Yeah, because they won at Portsmouth. Or they beat Portsmouth, I should say. Portsmouth are away. Let's double check now. That's got me curious. Is it Bristol? It must be Bristol Rovers that have had a shocker. Portsmouth 1, Blackburn 1, and Alvechurch 1. Alfreton 2, Alvechurch on the score sheet there. There's been another goal now for Stevenage. Rovers, bottom of the league, mate. Yeah, is it the last 10 or something like that, or 11? They haven't won in. Tranmere's having a shocker as well. Tranmere 0, Crew 3. Goal scored to follow in that one. And Portsmouth 1, Blackburn 1. It was Callum Lang in the 62nd minute getting Portsmouth back level. And Stockport 1, Stevenage 3. No, it was Lewis Thompson in the 64th minute. Just having a look at that Lang. That's a nice cross. Oh, yeah, easy. It was a cross that made that goal for Lang there. I think we would have put that one in Moyley. Well, you definitely would. I think me with a bad back didn't even have to stretch. Tranmere 0, Crew 3. Emre Tezgel with the 59th minute penalty. And Livingston 1, Dundee 2. Jeremy Bukila on 64 minutes. Getting Livingston back in that game. Scunthorpe 3, Peterborough Sports 0. Have you noticed, Moyley, if you look at the referees that are in especially Premiership referees, pretty much all referees, when you've got to put down, haven't you, which team you support? They nearly all put somebody. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I just say it, somebody crap. So yeah, I support. Who am I going to say? Hartlepool. Crew Alexandra. Nobody ever puts, I support Chelsea or Liverpool or Man United, because they know they're never going to get them games if they do put that. Russell Dingwall for Elgin City, 68 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. Serious foul play. He's seen red. And it's finished in the Bundesliga. Hoffenheim 4, Hamburger 1. Rennes have taken a lead against Brest. It's now 2-1. And the comeback kings, Solihull Mowers, can they do it today? They were losing 2-0 at home to AFC Fylde. They have pulled one back. Plenty of time. Gloucester 1, Worthing 1. Gloucester getting back level. No Frankie James in live chat today. No Frankie James in live chat. She's gone to Loco Bingo. God help him. I know who she's gone with as well. Our mate Claire. She needed cheering up after her old man passed away. Don't forget to get your prostate checked. And it's now Alvechurch 2, Alfreton 2. The comeback's complete for Alchurch. Can they go one better or hold on for a draw? Walsall 1, Shrewsbury 1. Tom Anderson on 65 minutes, getting Shrewsbury back on level terms. And Eastbourne Borough 1, Chelmsford 2. Any time left in there for Eastbourne Borough to get back on level terms or maybe go one better. Final score in Germany, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1, Wolfsburg 3. And it's also a final, St. Pauli 2, Heidenheim 1. Liam says, Frankie James at Loco Bingo. She certainly is, mate. Carnage, carnage. Hey, you'll like this one as well. Maybe not. Bolton Wanderers 1, Exeter 1. Sam Dolby on 70 minutes, getting Bolton back on level terms. Birmingham 1, Charlton 1. Tyrese Campbell on 67 minutes, getting Charlton back level. And good news tomorrow, Moyle, if you're there, if you can hear, we're getting a new pup. A bit of company for Henry the Jack Russell. We're going to get another Jack Russell bitch. She's going to be called Buttercup. You can guess who's named her, and let me tell you now, it weren't me. Buttercup. She's going to be known as Budders, though, apparently, off South Park. Sudbury 4, Hales 0-2. Sudbury pulling away there. And at the Riverside, a penalty for QPR on the 70th minute, converted by Madsen, makes it Middlesbrough 3, QPR 1. Enough time there for a comeback. It's doubtful though, isn't it? Peterborough 2, Northampton 1, Tom Eaves on 69 minutes. Getting Northampton on the score sheet. Moyley says, fantastic news. Yeah, they're ever so cute, aren't they? Till they start biting everything and peeing everywhere and dropping the backside. It's like, I'm hoping Henry's going to show the ropes pretty quickly. All he likes doing is lying in front of the fire, barking at deliveries. He thinks that's his job done. Liam says, Henry will love having someone to play with. He will, but he'll get fed up when she starts nicking his tennis balls and trying to get into his food and that. Southport 2, Leek 0. Bracknell 1, Wimborne 2. And Hungerford 0, Chertsey have taken the lead 1. Peterborough 2, Northampton 1, Tom Eaves on 69 minutes, and Stirling Albion 1, Spartans FC 1, Corey Thompson in the 73rd minute. Let's have a look how my bet's doing. Let's have a look. Cash out, 3 pence. It's not looking promising. Who's letting me down at the moment? I need 2 goals or more in each of these games. Well, Stirling and Spartans is now up. Thank you very much, Corey Thompson. Accrington and Bromley, still 0-0. What is the point in these teams? What's the point in 0-0? Hello, we've got another goal. We've got another goal at the King Power. This time it's gone to Ipswich, though. 70 minutes, so plenty of time left there. It was Jens K-Just in the 71st minute. Yeah, back to who's letting me down. Cheltenham and Harrogate, I need another goal in that game. Coventry and Bristol, another goal in that game. Same, Grimsby and Notts County. Burton Albion and Wickham, 0-0. Dog shite. Dundee and Motherwell, dog shite. Cove Rangers and East Fife, dog shite. Oh my word. Liam says, I need Leverkusen to win, Barca to win, and PSG to win for my Acker. Fingers crossed for you, mate. Are they all 3 o'clock kickoffs? Is Barcelona, is it a later kickoff? Let's have a look for you. Crawley 1, Oldham 2. Jack Stevens in the 68th minute, giving Oldham the lead. And Cheltenham 1, Harrogate 0. Jake Bickerstaff on 73 minutes. Liam says, all later on. I'll have a look for that one, mate. I'll get my fingers crossed for you. Fingers and toes. MK Don 1's Cambridge United 1. Goal scorer to follow. And Alloa 0, Queen of the South 2. Goal scorer to follow in that one. Stamford Bridge, it's still Chelsea 2, Everton 0. Armour in the 21st minute, giving Chelsea the lead. Gusto on 45 minutes. Doubling that lead. Alloa 0, Queen of the South 2. It was Liam Smith on the 76-minute mark, doubling Queen of the South's lead. And Craig Watson for Arbroath, 74 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's off for foul play. MK Don 1's Cambridge 1. Sully Kai on 66 minutes, getting Cambridge back on level terms. And at Luton Port Vale, it's now 2-2. Luton took the lead on 26 minutes through Bramall. Wayne on 42 minutes and Cole on 54 minutes gave Port Vale a lead. But Luton have pulled that game back. It's all square. Liam says, Harry Wilson to score tonight against Burnley. This evening he's on fire at the minute. Is he part of your acca, mate? Forest Green 3, Weston-super-Mare 0. Good result that for Forest Green. Doing all right, Weston-super-Mare, especially in the cup. Birmingham. Oh, still 1-1. Just hit the crossbar there. Hitting the crossbar doesn't count though. It's still Birmingham 1, Charlton 1. Cardiff 3, Doncaster 3. Oh, Liam. That's some game, that Cardiff Doncaster. Ben's picked a good one to go to. Liam says no, but he's Welsh. As is Liam, if anybody's watching and wondering why. He's Welsh with a Devonian accent. Who's put it in for Doncaster? It's Clifton on 72 minutes. Harry Clifton. You can just see the crowd in the background there. I'm looking for a handsome lad with his head in his hand. Now I can't see your Ben, mate. Spalding United 1, Worcester 1, Worcester back on level terms there, and Dover 0, Hornchurch 3. Carrick Rangers 2, Dungannon 2, Carrick Rangers back on level terms. What's going on at Anfield, Moyle? Liam says, I had Cardiff to win in my acca, but I froze the score at 3-2 because I knew we would concede again. Wouldn't be surprised if we scored a fourth though. I think we will. We'll see, mate. Hopefully for you. Tell you what, just looking at this Liverpool-Brighton game, he's had some chances, Mo Salah. It's almost like it's written in the stars that he's not going to help Liverpool out today. Arbroath 2, Partick Thistle 1. Alex Samuel in the 77th minute getting Partick Thistle on the score sheet, but they are still trailing. And Femi Aziz for Millwall, 76 minutes. Not scored, he's been a naughty boy. Sent off for foul play. Wraith Rovers 5, Ross County 0. Paul and CO on 77 minutes. I think that's wrapped it up, hasn't it, for Wraith Rovers. And an Athletic 2, 4-1. Charlie Maxwell 79 on 79 minutes. And Tranmere 0. Crew 4, Tommy O'Reilly on 71 minutes. Empire Maker will be gutted with that. As is Mike Dean on Sky at the moment. He's like, oh no. My beloved Tranmere, they're getting battered again. It's like, you don't need to keep the pretense up now, Mike. You're not a referee anymore. You can tell us. You can tell us. You can tell us who you really support. I've never known a referee say, yeah, I support Liverpool or Manchester United, or it's like they all support somebody crap, like I say. And ultimately, if you're a referee, it shouldn't make any difference. You're supposed to be impartial, aren't you? Cheltenham 1, Harrogate 1, Connor McElhenney on 80 minutes from the penalty spot, getting Harrogate back level. Dagenham and Redbridge 2, Hamilton 1. Dagenham and Redbridge taking the lead there, as have Portadown against Ballymena. It's now Portadown 1, Ballymena 0. Spennymoor 2, Buxton 1. And Peterhead 2, Kelty Hearts 2. Goal scorer to follow in that one, getting whoever it is. They've got Kelty Hearts back on level terms. Good day if you're a Stratford fan. You're beating St Ives by 4-1. And Edinburgh City 1, Clyde 3. Goal scorer to follow. FC Halifax 3, FC United 0. And it's Peterhead 2, Kelty Hearts 2. It was Luke McCarville on 79 minutes, getting Kelty Hearts back on level terms. Liam says, replace all refs with AI. It wouldn't work, mate. It wouldn't work. It's a good idea. It's a good idea, but it just wouldn't work. The fans would have no one to vent at. Gloucester 3, Worthing 2, Gloucester taking the lead, and Carrick Rangers 3 now, Dungannon 2. Edinburgh City 1, Clyde 3. It was Kyle Connell in the 80th minute, getting Clyde pulling away there now. And if you notice, it's always the Scottish matches that finish first. Oh, Barnsley 2, Leyton Orient 2. Barnsley getting back level through John Russell in the 77th minute, and Bolton Wanderers 2 now, Exeter 1. What a turnaround that is for Bolton Wanderers. Thierry Gale in the 82nd minute. Exeter took the lead there, Bolton getting back level, and now, as you see, Gale has given them a 2-1 lead with just 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Cove Rangers nil, East Fife 1. Gregor Nicol on 85 minutes, putting East Fife into the lead, and Queen's Park 1, Dunfermline 1. Charlie Gilmore in the 81st minute for Dunfermline, getting them back on level terms. Chesterfield 3 now, Barnet 1. And Portsmouth 2, Blackburn 1. Portsmouth coming from behind in that game now to take the lead against an inconsistent Blackburn. And is a comeback on for Millwall. Millwall 1, Hull 2. Emahu on 80 minutes, getting Millwall back into that game. It's going to be a nervy final 10, 12, 14 minutes, depending on injury time there for Hull. Plenty of goal scorers to come for us. Yeah, what a sour afternoon for Blackburn. They've been so inconsistent this season, and it looks like that inconsistency is continuing. Dartford 0, Folkestone 2, and Dagenham and Redbridge 3 now, Hanwell Town 1. Portsmouth 2, Blackburn 1. It was Ebane Boat on 79 minutes, putting Portsmouth into the lead there, after, like I said, they were trailing. We should have more goal scorers coming through. Who's next up? Who's next up? Blimey. Wraith Rovers 6, Ross County 0. Don't use them all up, Wraith. Don't use them all up. Don't forget live chat's open. Liam's in there. Let us know if you've had a bet. How's your team doing? Anything else you want to vent about? Use live chat. Wraith Rovers 6, Ross County 0. It was Jack Hamilton in the 83rd minute. 6 is kind of the worst you ever want to. 7 always sounds worse than 6 for some reason. Kettering 2, Bury Town 2, Wealdstone 2, Cheshunt 1. Cheshunt back on Well, they're on the score sheet, but still trailing. Just looking at this Bowick goal for Portsmouth. Came from a corner. Not even under pressure, Bowick. Just put it into the corner. Poor that from Blackburn. Blackpool 2, Lincoln 2. Ashley Fletcher on 84 minutes, getting Blackpool back on level terms. And Hebburn Town 1, Morpeth 1. Morpeth back level. Blimey, I can feel that. I normally have my juice out here for when I'm talking, because doing a lot of talking, you get a dry throat, as you do. But the other night, I made a concoction of blackcurrant vodka, JJ Whiteley. Used to be able to buy it in the Spa. It is so nice. And it's with fruit twist, you know, from Aldi. Blackcurrant vodka with fruit twist. And I made one the other night. And I grabbed this to come out. And I thought, as soon as I had my first taste of this, like flipping rocket fuel. Next time you come up my way, I'll make you one of these. Genuinely did pick it up by mistake. It's supposed to be just be fruit twist. It's definitely not. Be slurring my words when I'm doing the final scores. Need it this weather though. Like central heating from the inside. Bradford 2, Reading 0. Bobby Poynton on 84 minutes, doubling Bradford's lead. And Annan Athletic 3, Forfar 1, Ryan Muir in the 85th minute, wrapping things up there pretty much for Annan. Montrose 3, Stenhousemuir 0. Callum Sandilands on 83 minutes for Montrose. He does like to get on the score sheet, does Sandilands. Anfield, it's still Liverpool 2, Brighton 2. Kitike in the first minute and the 60th. And Crawley 2, Oldham 2. Kabongo Tushimanga. Tushimanga. Kabongo Tushimanga in the 82nd minute, getting Crawley back on level terms. Eastleigh 2, Aldershot 0. And Cliftonville 4, Glenavon 2. Across a down, up, depending on where you're at in Ireland. Let's have a look, see my... Oh, there's no point even looking at this yet. Accrington and Bromley, still 0-0. I need 2 goals in that game, or else it's going to cock my coupon up, that is. Who else is letting me down? Burton Albion and Wickham, still 0-0. I need 2 goals in that game. Dundee and Motherwell, 0-0. Absolute dog shite. Don't they know? They should ban 0-0s. Do you know what? They should have a new rule. If your game finishes 0-0, neither of you get the 1 point. You both get deducted a point. How's that for a rule? Tell you what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to send it out to every league. I'm going to send it to UEFA, FIFA, anyone who will listen. If your game finishes 0-0, you don't get a point. You both get deducted 1 point. Fans want to see goals. Liam says, Burton v Wickham is a stinker. It certainly is, mate, but the odds were pretty good on it for 2 goals in the game. Gillingham 2, Barrow 2, Josh Gordon on the 83rd minute, getting Barrow back level. And Accrington and Bromley. Accrington 0, Bromley 1. Lurvey in the 89th minute, giving Bromley a lead. Hey, could still be on here, we could still be on. Peterhead 3 now, Kelty Hearts 2, Jason Brown in the 87th minute, putting Peterhead into the lead. And they just... Dundee and Motherwell as well. What is that all about? Burton and Wickham. We need to... Do you know, I always think if my accumulator is going to be up, it's going to be one of them where you get offered no cash out And then you get a plethora of late goals that make you bet up, so it doesn't give you the opportunity to cash out really. I've had some big cash out offers in the past, and I just never took them. I used to look at Frankie James and say, "Shall we cash out?" She used to go, "Nah, let it run." Can't take it with you, can you? Oh, the comeback's on. I jest, of course. Tranmere 1, Crew 4. James Connolly with an 82nd minute own goal. At least Tranmere. Mike Dean's laughing there with his pearly white teeth. Fake Tranmere fan. Allegedly. So my lawyers have told me to say. St Andrews, it's still Birmingham 1, Charlton 1. Clara giving Birmingham a lead in that game in the 28th minute, but Campbell on 67 minutes getting Charlton back on level terms. And here we go. Blimey, first full time of the day from Scotland, as expected. Cove Rangers nil, East Fife 1. And a late goal there for Barnsley. Barnsley 3, Leyton Orient 2 now. Davis Keeler done on 85 minutes, giving Barnsley a lead. Burton and Wickham and Dundee. Shambles. Elgin City 1. Stranraer 2 now. And Millwall's thoughts of a comeback. Dashed at the death. Millwall 1, Hull 3 now. Goal scorer to follow in that one. They were struggling though, to be honest. Millwall, they were down to 10 men from 76 minutes. So they've done well to at least give it a go. Joseph with a brace there for Hull, and McBurney in the 88th minute, wrapping things up for them. And Elgin City 1, Stranraer 2. It was Scott Ruff in the 92nd minute. He didn't make a dog's dinner of it. Looks like he's given Stranraer the winner. Dartford 1, Folkestone 2. Dartford on the score sheet. Time is running out there though. They are still trailing. Still Coventry 1, Bristol City 0. Mason Clark on the 64th minute with the only goal of the game. Coventry won't bother. They'll just want them 3 points. They've had a little bit of a stumble lately. They're still going great guns at the top of the championship, but yeah, they've not got that free-flowing, goal-scoring machine that was Coventry. But you're always going to have a bit of a dry spell through any season, aren't you? And they're still picking up points, which is the main thing. Cray Valley 4 now, Wingate and Finchley 0. Wingate and Finchley just praying for the final whistle, I think, before it gets any worse. Walton and Hersham 4, Sutton 1. Sutton on the score sheet, nothing more than a consolation though. And it has finished, thankfully, for Ross County. Wraith Rovers 6, Ross County 0. It's not going to get any worse, that's all you can say about that game. Hamilton, they've gone down 4-0 away at Inverness Cali Thistle. That's a final score. Cardiff City Stadium, it's still Cardiff 3, Doncaster 3. And Moyles there. What a seesaw game that's been. Plenty of goals. That's what we like to see as a neutral. I don't think you mind it as a supporter as long as your team gets a positive result. Damari Gray for Birmingham. Good save by the keeper. It's still 1-1. Into added on time there now. Birmingham 1, Charlton 1. Gets worse for Grimsby. Grimsby 0, Notts County 2. Goal scorer to follow in that one. And it has finished Alloa 0, Queen of the South 2. Do you know, I think with my coupon, with my accumulator, I'm going to stop including Scottish teams. Absolute dog shite. Scunthorpe 5, Peterborough Sports 0. And Grimsby 0, Notts County 2. It was Jatta in the 93rd minute wrapping things up there for Notts County. Jatta's having a good season for Notts County. He's always on the score sheet. And Edinburgh City 1, Clyde 4. Marley Redfern in the 93rd minute, wrapping things up for Clyde. Oh dear me, Salah's missed a sitter there. You know what the conspiracy theorists will be saying? He's done it on purpose. When you see that on the highlights, they might be right as well. He's had a few chances today, no more Salah. He came on in the 26th minute as a substitute. He's had a few chances, a few one-on-ones today. How he's not on the score sheet, I don't know. Maybe he does. Curzon Ashton 1, Marine 2. Late goal for Marine there. Looks like they're going to be taking victory today. As Yeovil and Maidstone. Late goal there for Yeovil. Lots of FA Trophy. Is it FA Cup? Or FA Trophy? I can't remember which it is today. We'll be going through all the games anyway at full time. Lots of full times going through now. We'll give it another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll get all the full times to you. Kenilworth Road, it's still Luton 2, Port Vale 2. That was a good game as well that has seesawed. Luton took the lead in the 26th minute. Port Vale then scored just before half-time, just after half-time. But Luton have equalised, so it looks like, as things are, it's going to be the point shared. As it is, a late goal going in. If this affects you, well done, hopefully. Wrexham 2, Watford 2. Goal scorer to follow in that one. It's just coming through now. Not finding it as easy as they probably thought they were going to do, Wrexham. The realistic fans and supporters would have known it was going to be about consolidating this year. I think a lot of the fans were getting a little bit carried away when it was, we're going up into the Premiership straight away. No. Not that easy. Oh, and a late goal for Eastleigh. Eastleigh 2, Aldershot 1. It's for Aldershot. But it'll be squeaky bum time for Eastleigh. Led for almost all of that game. Wrexham 2, Watford 2. It was Oliver Rathbone in the 92nd minute getting an equaliser for Wrexham. Looks like they'll get a share of the points today. And if you've had a bet on Al-Shabaab and Al-Somali, squeaky bum time for you, the away team winning there. Just. Boreham Wood 3, Brackley Town 3. Boreham Wood getting an equaliser late on there. And Stratford 6 now, St Ives 1. But can they make it 7? St Ives will be hoping they can't. Sounds worse than 6 for some reason. Dulwich Hamlet 1, Lewes 4 now. Lewes wrapped that up already, just putting the cherry on the cake in that game. And it has finished. Plymouth Argyle 1, Rotherham 0. Oh, they needed 3 points there, did Plymouth Argyle. The home park faithful will be rejoicing, but they're still deep in trouble in that first division. Although a couple of wins back to back, and you go from being in the bottom 4 and you're up to like 13th, you know. It is tight. You don't want to be getting to the end of January though and kind of getting cut adrift, because it's a real long running then. Whereas at this stage, you know, even if you're in the bottom 4, you get 2, 3, 4 victories on the bounce. Suddenly you go from, are we fighting relegation, to, hey, we're pushing for playoff places. Liam says you picked some stinkers on your ACCA. Certainly did, mate, but it's the prices you want, isn't it? It's the prices. Burton, oh, we've already done that one. Liam saying Joe Rouse scoring for Plymouth. Great signing. The trouble with Plymouth, they get some great signings and then they let the players go just as they start building a team, and then they start letting players go. It just, I know they've got to do it to survive and what have you, but it shows a lack of ambition. Do we know, hey, Liam, do you know who Exeter got in the next round of the FA Cup? Because I know they're struggling, aren't they, financially? Hopefully they got a big team. I've not checked. I don't even know if it's been drawn yet, actually, but hopefully they got a good draw. Cliftonville 5, Glenavon 2. Good day for Cliftonville. Warrington Rylands 2, Lancaster 0. Warrington Rylands wrapping things up there. Yeah, loads of full times coming through. Oh, Liam says Manchester City away. That could just keep them in. That could just keep the Wolves from the door, that one, mate. I remember years ago when they went to Old Trafford away, when Alex Ferguson was manager, and they got the draw. He put you. I don't know if you remember it or not. Yeah, might do. But Exeter, yeah, they went to Old Trafford, got a draw. I think it was 0-0 from memory. And Ferguson, he'd given a lot of youngsters a game. And when they came in at full time, he just sort of said, "You'll never play for this club again." He offloaded them, didn't he? Came down to Exeter. He had Rooney out. Everybody was playing. It was a good money spinner, that one was, for Exeter. So hopefully they'll get a share of a good gate, won't they, from the FA Cup? So it is a good draw for them. And who knows, on the day, it's the FA Cup. That's what dreams are made in the FA Cup, aren't they? And Clitheroe 1, York City 0. Late. Probably going to be a winner there for Clitheroe. Championship, it has finished. Millwall 1, Hull 3. Millwall giving it a go. They were down to 10 men, but not enough on the day, and Hull pick up another 3 points. Right, let's have a butchers. Let's have a bit of quiet. Let's get some final scores for you. West Ham and Fulham on Sky. 5:30 kickoff, is it? Could be a good game, that, actually. No point checking my coupon. We know where that one's gone. Down the pan. Right, and just have a quick mouthful of this before we do all the final scores. Oh, blimey. Don't want to be going breathing on any fires. Right, let's get started with, just as always, because it's at the top, the Jupiler Pro League over in Belgium. Just the one game being played this afternoon, deep into injury time there. Cercle Bruges 2, Mechelen 3. Not quite a final score, that. So if you do need it, double check later on. English Premier League, Chelsea 2, Everton 0. Liverpool 2, Brighton 0. Burnley and Fulham, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Arsenal and Wolves, an 8 p.m. kickoff. English Championship, Norwich 2, Southampton 1. Oxford United 1, Preston 2. Stoke 2, Swansea 1. Birmingham 1, Charlton 1. Coventry 1, Bristol City 0. Leicester 3, Ipswich 1. Middlesbrough 3, QPR 1. Millwall 1, Hull 3. Portsmouth 2, Blackburn 1. Wrexham 2, Watford 2. That game's still being played in the 11th minute of added on time. Oh my word. Oh my word. I don't normally interrupt my final scores, but I will do for this one. Liam, Cardiff 4, Doncaster 3, into the 11th minute of added on time there. Oh, Ben will be jumping up and down. Liam will be happy with that one. He did say there was another goal in it, did Liam? Right, League One, English League One. AFC Wimbledon 0, Mansfield 0, Huddersfield 1, Wigan 1, Barnsley 3, Leyton Orient 2, Blackpool 2, Lincoln 2, Bolton Wanderers 2, Exeter City 1, Bradford City 2, Reading 0, Burton 0, Wickham 0. That game's still being played into the 13th minute of added on time there. Cardiff 4, Doncaster 3. That is a final score, by the way. Luton 2, Port Vale 2. Peterborough 2, Northampton 1. Plymouth Argyle 1, Rotherham 0. Stockport 1, Stevenage 3. English League 2, Bristol Rovers 0, Swindon 3. Salford 4, Colchester 3. Accrington 0, Bromley 1. Cheltenham 1, Harrogate 1. Chesterfield 3, Barnet 1. Crawley 2, Oldham 2. Gillingham 2, Barrow 2. Grimsby 0, Notts County 2. MK Dons 1, Cambridge United 1. Newport 0, Fleetwood 2. Tranmere 1, Crewe Alexandra 4. Walsall 1, Shrewsbury 1. Just a one game in the English National League North. Spennymoor 2, Buxton 2. National League South, Eastbourne Borough 1, Chelmsford 2. Farnborough 1, Salisbury 0. Hampton and Richmond 1, Maidenhead 3. English MPL Premier Division, Amberbridge 0, Ashton United 1. Gainsborough 1, Stocksbridge 1. Hebburn Town 2, Morpeth 1. Ilkeston 0, Hedensford 3. Prescott 2, Guiseley 0. Rushall 2, Warrington 3. Stockton 0, Whitby 0. Warrington Rylands 2, Lancaster 0. English Southern League Premier Central, Banbury 0, Needham Market 0. Bishop Stortford 2, Barwell 1. Kettering 3, Bury Town 3. Kettering have just levelled it up in that game, still being played into injury time. Rail Bedford and Bromsgrove match postponed. Royston 2, Stourbridge 3. Spalding United 2, Worcester 2. Stratford 6, St Ives 1. That game is still being played in deep into injury time. Sudbury 5, Hales Owen 5. That's more like it. Southern League Premier South, Bracknell 3, Wimborne 2. Evesham 3, Taunton 0. Farnham 5, Tiverton 0. That game still being played into injury time. Hungerford 0, Chertsey 1. That game also still being played into injury time. Plymouth Parkway and Gosport match postponed. Poole 3, Uxbridge 1. Into injury time still being played. Sholing 2, Dorchester 1. Still being played that game. Poole 3, Uxbridge 1 is now a final score. Weymouth 0, Berkhamsted 0. Into injury time there. And yet Town 1, Hampton Waterlooville 2. That game also into injury time. Isterman League Premier Division, Brentwood 2, #0. Burgess Hill 4, Ramsgate 3. Cray Valley 4, Wingate and Finchley 1. Dartford 1, Folkestone 2. Dulwich Hamlet 1, Lewes 4. St Albans 1, Chichester 2. Welling and Potters Bar match postponed. FA Trophy in England. Ebbsfleet 3, Braintree 1. AFC Telford 4, Altrincham 3. Alchurch 2, Alfreton 2. Penalties currently being taken. Boreham Wood 3, Brackley Town 3. Penalties being taken. Chatham 2, Plymouth Parkway 0. That game deep into injury time. Clitheroe 1, York City 0. Injury time being played in that game. Curzon Ashton 1, Marine 2. Dagenham and Redbridge 3, Hanwell Town 1. Dorking 1, Bath 1. Currently penalties being taken. Dover 1, Hornchurch 4. Eastleigh 2, Aldershot 1. FC Halifax 4, FC United 0. Forest Green 4, Weston-super-Mare 0. Gateshead 0, Morecambe 3. Gloucester 3, Worthing 3, injury time being played. Harborough 1, Carlisle 2. Hartlepool 0, Anstey Nomads 2, that game into injury time. Hemel Hempstead 0, Horsham FC 2. Hereford 2, Radcliffe 1 after penalties. The game finished 1-1. Leamington 0, Rochdale 1. Leatherhead 3, Harrow 2. Scunthorpe 5, Peterborough Sports 0. Solihull Moors 2, AFC Fylde 2, currently penalties being taken. South Shields 0, Macclesfield 1. Southend 4, Truro 0. Southport 3, Leek 1. Tamworth 1, Boston United 1. Penalties being taken. Walton and Hersham 4, Sutton 1. Wealdstone 2, Cheshunt 1. Woking 2, AFC Totton 0. Worksop 0, Kidderminster 0. Kidderminster go through on penalties. Yeovil 1, Maidstone 1. Penalties currently being taken. Over to France now. France Ligue 1. Rennes 2, Brest 1. 51 minutes on the clock there. Metz and PSG, that's a 6 o'clock kickoff. Paris FC and Toulouse, that's a 8:05 kickoff today. In the Bundesliga, Frankfurt 1, Augsburg 0. Hoffenheim 4, Hamburger 1. Borussia Mönchengladbach 1, Wolfsburg 3, St. Pauli 2, Heidenheim 1. Leverkusen and Köln, that is a 5:30 kickoff. Bundesliga 2, Bielefeld 0, Kaiserslautern 0, Karlsruhe 0, Paderborn 2, Magdeburg 3, Kiel 3, Hanover and Bochum, that's a 7:30 kickoff this evening. Over to Italy now, the Serie A. Torino 1, Cremonese 0. Parma and Lazio, that's just kicked off, currently at 0-0. Atalanta and Calgary, that's a 7:45 kickoff. Serie B, Juve Stabia 2, Empoli 0. Reggiana 1, Padova 2. Spezia 0, Modena 2. Suditrol 0, Bari 0. And Venezia 2, Monza 0. It's currently half-time between Catanzaro and Avellino. It's 0-0. Cesena and Mantova, that's a 6:30 kickoff this evening. Over to Holland now, the Eredivisie. Telstar 2, Nijmegen 2, 80 minutes on the clock there. Groningen and Volendam, that's a 5:45 kickoff. PSV and Heracles, a 7 p.m. kickoff. And Zwolle and Sittard, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff. Northern Ireland, the Premiership. Carrick Rangers 3, Dungannon 3. Cliftonville 5, Glenavon 2. Linfield 4, Crusaders 0. Portadown 1, Ballymena 0. Northern Irish Championship. Anna 2, Dundela 1. Ards and Newington, that's a full-time result only, which hasn't come through yet. Ballinamallard 0, Warren Point 4. Institute 0, Harland and Wolf Welders 4. Limavady 3, Armagh 1. Loughgall 1, Queen's University 1. Liga Portugal, Casapia 1, Gil Vicente 1, 80 minutes on the clock there. Rio and Guimarães, that's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Sporting against AFS, that's an 8:30 kickoff this evening. Scottish Premier League, Dundee United 0, Motherwell 0, Livingston 2, Dundee FC 2, and Falkirk and Hearts, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. Scottish Championship, Arbroath 2, Partick Thistle 1, Morton 0, Erdrionians 1, Queen's Park 1, Dunfermline 1, Wraith Rovers 6, Ross County 0. Scottish League 1, Alloa 0, Queen of the South 2, Cove Rangers 0, East Fife 1, Inverness 4, Hamilton 0, Montrose 3, Stenhousemuir 0, Peterhead 3, Kelty Hearts 2. Scottish League 2, Annan 3, Forfar 1, Dumbarton 2, East Kilbride 0, Edinburgh City 1, Clyde 4, Elgin 1, Stranraer 2, Stirling 1, Spartans 1. Spanish La Liga, Atletico Madrid 2, Valencia 1, Mallorca 3, Elche 1, Barcelona and Osasuna, that's a 5:30 kick-off this evening. Getafe and Espanyol, that kicks off at 8 p.m. La Liga 2, Cordoba 0, Eibar 0, Gijon 1, Granada 0 in the 98th minute of added on time there. Valladolid 0, Andorra 1, that is now a final score. Racing Santander and Leganés, that's a 5:30 kick-off. La Coruña and Real Sociedad B, that's an 8 p.m. kick-off, as is Zaragoza and Cadiz. Turkish Super League, Rizespor 3, Ayasspor 0, Kayserispor 0, Alanyaspor 0, Antalyaspor 0, Galatasaray 1, that game's just kicked off 10 minutes on the clock there. FA Cup Wales, Bangor 1876 2, Trefellyn 0, Barry 4, Gresford 0, Carew Ely 2, Llandudno 1, Inyabont 0, Flint 0, Flint go through on penalties. Pontypridd 0, Colwyn Bay 3, Portsmouth 1, Rill 2, Carrera Bay and Newport City, that's a 5 p.m. kick-off this evening. And Cardiff Metropolitan and Carnarvon, that's a 5:25 kick-off this evening. Over to Albania now. A late goal. It is Partizani 2, Flamatari 1, 86 minutes on the clock there. Vora 0, Elbasani 0, 85 minutes on the clock in that game. Teuta and Tirana, that's a 6:30 kick-off this evening. Moving to the Austrian Bundesliga, Grazer AK 1, LASK 2, that's in the 58th minute. Hartberg 0, Tirol 1, that game's in the 52nd minute. And Ried 1, Altak 0, that game's in the 58th minute. There was another, the Greek Superliga, Levadiakos 3, Larissa 0, Crete 3, Panseriakos 0, that's in the 54th minute. There's one more. There's a Welsh game that I need to give you. There certainly is. Welsh Southern League, Cwmbran United 3, Carmarthen 0, and in the Welsh Northern League, Carews 5, Ruthin 1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote for this Saturday, the 13th of December. There are games still being played this evening, so hopefully you enjoy them. If you have a wager, best of luck to you. All that's left for me to say is keep your eye out for our next video coming out, which will be in respect of Wisła Kraków transfers, what's going on. Yeah, Lasicki has gone to Chicha, which is a decent move for him, 30-year-old. But, yeah, we're supposed to be getting a new striker, and right on cue, just coming into live chat, a geezer's in live chat, all the way from Connecticut in the US of A. You put, hi, Jimmy. I leave you alone for 2 minutes, and I hear you've gotten into the vodka. I certainly did, mate. It's that. I had. It's normally my my bottle of pop fruit, and I made one the other evening and put some blackcurrant vodka in it. And I had it on the side, picked it up, and when I came in, the first taste I had, I thought, blimey, I know what I've done there. It's like rocket fuel, and it tastes so good. That's why I've only been sipping away. Feel my face going red already, though. I hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah. So Lisicki has gone. He's gone to Churcher. We're supposed to be getting a new striker, mate. He said, vodka is the only explanation for your penalising a 0-0. A 0-0 idea. Don't we rate quality of game over quantity of goals? Not when my Cooper needs goals, mate. Not when my Cooper needs goals. But yeah, I think 0-0. I'm going with that. I'm gonna push it to the, like I said to you, UEFA. You don't score, or if you lose, you get no points. If neither team scores, you get a point deducted. That'd soon sort them out. We pay good money for tickets. We want to see some goals, hopefully for your team. But yeah, so Lisicki's gone to Churcher. We've got, I saw Janus put an article out saying about Viswa's new signings, how well they've done this, that, and the other. And the first, and the picture of it is at the back of Ertahala, saying how he's transformed Viswa and he's sped play up and got that transition from back to front quicker and that. And I thought, totally agree with you. And I normally agree with him. He's pretty good, but that was only in the first 4 or 5 games. After that, he just hasn't played well. It's just a simple fact. So we'll go through all of that. We'll go through Viswa's new striker that they're going to be going after. I think it's the big guy up front from Blonyvasova. So we'll have a look at that and see if that comes off. Whether we'll get him this winter, in the winter break, I'm not too sure, but we do need, they're talking about needing a replacement for Ridado, which you said the other evening, you're 1 injury away from the goals drying up, but Ardit Nikaj is not getting a look in, is he? For whatever chance, maybe this explains now why we didn't get the celebration that we expected when he scored the other evening. But we'll find out more, so keep your eye out for that video, mate. Agiza says, why penalise good keeper performances? I've nothing against good keeper performances, and I've seen some absolutely fantastic 0-0s. Do you know, it's funny, but you can have a 2 or 3-0 game, and it's not got half the chances and the excitement that some 0-0s have. But that doesn't help my coupon, and that's what my gripe is at the moment. All these 0-0s, they're ruining my coupon, mate. It's just sour grapes on my part. I know it is. But at least I'm just being honest. 0-0s, both teams get a point taken off them. If I've not had a coupon on that day, then I don't mind the league saying, all right, we'll go back to the old system. But if Jimmy's got a coupon on, if you don't score, you're getting a point deduction. All I've got to do is send my coupon through to them so they know which games to monitor. Agiza says, okay, I'll let you go, Jimmy. Give Frankie my best. Till next time. Agiza, good to see you in live chat, mate. Honestly, brighten my day up, that is. Frankie's out at Loco Bingo. It's just a herd of women, an excuse for a booze up. Oh, you win prizes and there's music and it's not like normal bingo. Excuse for a booze up. So I've ended up having my own, actually. But I'll tell you've been in, mate, and asking about her. And enjoy the rest of your day, because it'll still be earlier over in Connecticut, that is for sure. All that's left for me to say is, I'm looking forward to getting my new dog tomorrow. Little Buttercup, she'll be coming in the morning. Little Jack Russell bitch to keep Henry on his toes. So I'll try and get some footage of her. Might do Jimmy away from sport. We'll get some footage of little Buttercup when she comes. Apart from that, enjoy the rest of your evening. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do so. Agiza, all the best to you, mate. Agiza says she'll be pleased with the Argyle result. She certainly will, mate. She certainly will. I bet they were hanging on at the end, that is for sure. But still struggling at towards the bottom of the league. But when I had a look at the league, a couple of wins, and you go up from you're in the bottom 4, you can go to mid-table. We're still at that stage of the season. So, yeah, they're going to have to do something, though. They've just built a load of new infrastructure there for training and, the community. You need to be doing it on the pitch or else it's all for naught. Right, I'm out of here. I think I'll go and finish the rest of this off now. I think I've deserved it. Catch you later, Geezer, mate. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. See you next time.